The Young and the Restless has dropped an explosive new preview video. It shows Victor expressing his displeasure over the Newman women handling Jordan without him. Meanwhile, Mariah panics over Tessa and Aries' disappearance. Also, watch out for the ultimate showdown between Ian Ward and the Newmans. Victor is skeptical about Jordan's fate. Tessa and Aries are missing. Aunt Jordan is a tough cookie to crumble, and no one knows that better than Victor Newman. Thus, he rightly calls it out in the recent The Young and the Restless preview video. When Victoria claims that Jordan is gone and they are all rid of her forever, Victor disagrees. He warns that this isn't over and something else is coming. Honestly, we feel he could be right. Next, Maria begins to panic when she realizes that Tessa and Aries are not at home. She lets Sharona and Nick in on her fears. Nick is confused over how Tessa and Aries could just be gone. Maria explains that they aren't home, and she is unable to reach Tessa on her phone. This has Ian Ward written all over it. Will Mariah realize what's going on here? Ian Ward walks in with a gun. The preview video cuts to Ian Ward barging into the Newman ranch with a gun in hand. He calls out to Nikki Newman, asking her to come down and witness what he is about to do to her family. Victor Newman, Nick, and Michael Baldwin are shocked to see Ian training a gun at them. It looks like a final showdown is coming. Some leaked BTS pictures show blood on Ian's sweater, the very sweater he is wearing in the scene. Does that mean someone will turn the tables on him? Will Ian Ward die in this confrontation? Stay tuned to Soap Opera Daily for more The Young and the Restless spoilers to find out. Meanwhile, you can watch the full video below. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Pulse Canvas. It's me, Jolie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. In Soaps.com's latest Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, January 27 through Friday, January 31, the truth about Heather's murder finally comes to light. Sharon rewinds through her past, Maria fears for the future, and unless we're mistaken, Victor lowers the boom on Ian once and for all. Read on for the deets on these teasers and more. Though doing so has virtually never worked out for Victor, he nonetheless covers up a secret to protect his family. Maybe this will be the time that his decision is for the best? As she's been doing since learning that Ian was out and about, Maria worries about Tessa's safety. We have a feeling things are about to get a whole lot worse for the couple before they get better, if they get better. Hope Sharon has blocked out a good chunk of time. Because if she is intent on reflecting on her past mistakes, it's gonna take a while. Restless Rant. This week's Young and Restless column looks at what may be Ian's last stand. Plus, what did you think of Jordan's ending? Have your say inside. Victor puts Ian Ward in the hot seat. The question is, will the Black Knight be able to keep him there? Might we suggest restraints? Since Michael takes on a dangerous assignment, we can only assume that it has something to do with ending Ian's reign of terror. No nose-twitching required. Sally works her magic to impress Billy. We predict he'll be utterly enchanted in 3-2. Victor vows to stop Ian Ward at all costs, leading to a shocking turn of events. Is the baddie about to meet his maker? The spoiler reads, the Newmans recover from a volatile situation, but let's be real. After what they've been through, they can only begin to recover. This is gonna take a minute. When Chance uncovers the truth, half the canvas will be flipped on its head. Maria's world is rocked, and, we fear, not in a good way. Chelsea takes a risk with Adam. Are the old flames about to be relit? We can't even imagine the range of emotions Daniel will feel when at long last he learns the truth about Heather's death. The Young and the Restless spoilers here, and we're ready to close out the week in style, and we have plenty of fun spoilery goodies to share. It looks like we've finally reached the end of Jordan Howard's storyline. She'll drink the tea Claire Newman gave her. She'd rather die than be Victor Newman's prisoner again. We doubt she'll go down quietly. The Young and the Restless spoilers Friday, January 24. Jordan dies with Claire at her side and Victor watching. Sharon's reunited with her family. Billy looks to the future with Jack and Sally. Sharon Newman returns home and tells Nick Newman kept appearing to her and he saved her. We're happy to see Billy Abbott won't fall into old habits and be allowed to grow. He'll smooth things over with Jack Abbott and want to look to the future. Jack will offer him any help he needs, and Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, surprise him with a family-based redecoration of his new home. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 24. The final stretch. The Young and the Restless spoilers expected Jordan's storyline to go out with a whimper. She had no power and was more lost than a threat. So when Claire pulled her in, it's not a surprise she went out with a whimper, but that's also what the show tends to do. The biggest bad guys are dealt with and go out with a whimper, but we think Jordan will be more defiant as she'll mock Claire for using sleeping pills and scoff that she'll be what they see when they close their eyes. Once she's gone, Victor will have her taken care of. Meanwhile, Nick will help Sharon return home, and they'll update each other on everything. Nick will be confident Ian Ward will be arrested soon. Since he doesn't know what's happening, it'd make sense, but it's all hearsay, so he'll remain a threat. But until then, Sharon will tell Nick how he's her hero and that he kept appearing to her like her guardian angel. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 24. Billy's moving on. We've been hoping Billy would be allowed to grow, and it looks like he is. He'll ask Jack to join him, and he'll explain how he's moving forward, and that scaring Phyllis Summers is what woke him up. He'll explain it all stems from his mom, and he'll deal with that. Instead of going after Chancellor, he'll want to start something of his own, and Jack will offer to help finance him. Sally will arrive and take Billy to his new home, and how she redecorated it with family pictures and added so much warmth to it. We think Billy will love it as it'll be the perfect place for how he wants to move forward. Does Ian have a backup plan? Let us know in the comments below. Victoria Newman, daughter of the powerful Victor Newman, had always been a pillar of resilience and sharp instincts in Genoa City. However, her confidence faltered when faced with a personal crisis involving her daughter, Claire. Claire's transformation after the alleged death of Jordan left Victoria troubled. Initially dismissing Claire's changes as stress, Victoria soon uncovered a deeper issue. Claire's demeanor began to shift dramatically, revealing a darker, calculating side that clashed with her otherwise kind and graceful personality. This duality shook Victoria, as she realized her daughter wasn't just grappling with stress, but was hiding a second persona entirely, one that threatened to consume her. To the world, Claire Newman was a picture of charm and loyalty, carrying the Newman legacy with dignity. However, beneath this polished exterior lay a darker, ruthless side that began surfacing after Jordan's death. This darker persona seemed to inherit Jordan's disdain for the Newman family, viewing them as enemies rather than allies. Victoria's fears were confirmed one night when she overheard Claire arguing with herself, revealing a chilling internal battle. Her daughter wasn't just struggling with emotional turmoil, but was losing control to an alter ego born from fear and trauma. This duality left Victoria desperate to shield Claire while protecting the family's fragile unity. Victor Newman, ever the strategist, grew suspicious of Claire after Jordan's final, cryptic confession about her. Entrusting Michael Baldwin to investigate, Victor uncovered hints of Claire's troubled past, adding to his concerns. Claire, aware of Victor's scrutiny, began to crack under the pressure. Her darker side, fueled by fear and anger, gained control, transforming her into a figure unrecognizable to those who loved her. This version of Claire viewed the Newmans as enemies and sought revenge, while the real Claire, buried beneath, struggled to regain control. The mounting tension within Claire mirrored the growing rift in the Newman family, with Victor seeing her as a potential threat. Victoria was caught in an agonizing dilemma: expose Claire's darker side to Victor or protect her daughter at all costs. Victor, ever pragmatic, would view Claire as a liability and act decisively, risking her removal from the family. On the other hand, shielding Claire risked allowing her darker persona to spiral further, endangering everyone. As Claire's behavior grew more erratic, Victoria knew the road ahead would be fraught with challenges. Her love for Claire and dedication to the Newman legacy pushed her to seek help for her daughter while concealing the truth from Victor. For Victoria, saving Claire was more than a mother's mission. It was about preserving the strength and unity of the Newman family. Victoria Newman faces a whirlwind of emotions in the wake of Jordan's death, as The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal. While Jordan's demise could have ended the chaos she caused in Genoa City, it instead leaves Victoria grappling with haunting questions. Jordan, a master manipulator, left cryptic hints and half-truths, planting seeds of doubt about Claire's parentage. The unsettling notion that Claire might not be Victoria's biological daughter lingers, threatening to unravel the bond they shared. Victoria's fear intensifies as she questions whether her love for Claire could withstand a truth that challenges their connection. Jordan's manipulation continues to wreak havoc even after her death, creating an atmosphere of doubt and paranoia. For Victoria, this manifests in personal turmoil, as she recalls Jordan's insinuations and faces Victor's growing suspicions about Claire. Determined to confront her fears, Victoria schedules a DNA test, knowing it could either confirm Claire's place in the Newman family or shatter her world. Yet she battles with guilt and the prospect of seeing Claire differently if the test confirms her worst fears. Victoria's conflict grows as logic tells her she must know the truth, while her heart resists the idea of losing Claire emotionally. Meanwhile, Claire remains blissfully unaware of the storm brewing around her. Enthralled by her life with the Newmans, she cherishes her role in the family, admiring Victoria and Victor and dedicating herself to their legacy. However, Claire's behavior becomes increasingly erratic, showing flashes of a darker persona that mirrors Jordan's manipulative nature. Victoria wrestles with her doubts, fearing the DNA test results will bring devastating consequences. She questions whether Claire's actions and love for the family can outweigh the potential revelation of her true lineage. The day of the DNA results arrives, forcing Victoria to confront her deepest fears. When the results reveal Claire is not her biological daughter, Victoria is devastated, struggling to reconcile her love for Claire with the painful truth. The possibility that Claire might be the daughter of Jordan and Cole Howard adds another layer of betrayal and chaos. Victor's ultimatum to remove Claire from the Newman family leaves Victoria torn between protecting her daughter and honoring her family's legacy. As the truth reshapes the Newman family's dynamics, Victoria faces an impossible decision that will define Claire's future and test the limits of her maternal love. Next week on The Young and the Restless, the drama escalates to new heights as Ian Ward sets his sights on the Newman family, leaving destruction in his wake. Here's a breakdown of the shocking events set to unfold. 1. Ian Ward's Newman killing spree. Ian Ward, one of Genoa City's most dangerous villains, is back with a vengeance. He trespasses at the Newman ranch, gun in hand, threatening Victor, Nick, and Michael while taunting Nikki from the stairs. His chilling words hint at a deadly plan to destroy the Newman family once and for all. 2. Double kidnapping shakes Mariah's world. Ian's reign of terror doesn't stop with the Newmans. He targets Mariah's wife, Tessa, and their daughter, Aria, abducting them to further torment Mariah. The discovery of Aria's favorite stuffed toy left behind adds to the heartbreak. Is Ian planning to use them as bait to lure Mariah into his twisted trap? 3. Jordan's shocking death. Jordan Howard's fate takes a grim turn as Claire and Victor's plans lead to her apparent death. After being dosed with a lethal mix of sleeping pills, Jordan collapses, leaving viewers wondering if her demise is real or another Newman ruse. Victor's cryptic promise that this isn't over adds to the mystery. 4. Ian's grudge against Paul Williams. Ian's choice of victims reveals his deep-seated vendetta against Paul Williams, stemming from their shared history in Ian's cult. Heather's murder, orchestrated as a cruel message to Paul, has the GC police hunting Ian, but questions remain. Did Ian kill Heather himself, or did Jordan do his dirty work? 5. Maria's guilt and despair. Blaming herself for Ian's return, Maria is devastated by the loss of her family. She confides in Sharon and Nick, desperate for answers. Ian's calculated moves to tear apart Maria's life are part of his larger scheme to recreate a twisted version of the family he once lost. 6. Victor's secret plans. Victor Newman is no stranger to dangerous games. While he claims Jordan is gone for good, whispers of a hidden agenda suggest he may have staged her death. Could Victor be using Jordan as a pawn in his battle against Ian? 7. Nikki's moment of reckoning. As Ian taunts Nikki from the stairs, threatening her family, fans are left wondering if she will take matters into her own hands. With her history of taking down dangerous men, Nikki might be the one to end Ian's reign of terror, possibly with a fireplace poker or a concealed weapon. 8. A deadly finale approaches. As the week builds to a climactic showdown, the question remains, who will survive Ian Ward's rampage? Will the Newman family emerge victorious, or will Ian's twisted revenge claim more lives? Don't miss the action. With kidnappings, deadly confrontations, and shocking revelations, next week's episodes promise to be some of the most intense in the Young and the Restless history. Stay tuned to see who will leave Genoa City alive and who won't. In a jaw-dropping twist on The Young and the Restless, Victoria Newman has uncovered a startling secret about her daughter, Claire Grace. Recent episodes have revealed that Claire has been grappling with multiple personalities, one of which harbors a sinister and malevolent nature. The revelation came to light when Victoria noticed drastic changes in Claire's behavior. At times, Claire exhibited her usual demeanor, but increasingly an unsettling and aggressive side emerged, causing concern among the Newman family. Determined to understand her daughter's turmoil, Victoria sought the expertise of mental health professionals, leading to the diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder. DID, formerly known as multiple personality disorder, is a complex psychological condition characterized by the presence of two or more distinct personality states. These identities may have unique names, ages, histories, and characteristics. In Claire's case, while one personality remains the Claire her family knows, another has surfaced embodying darker traits and intentions. This darker alter ego has already begun to wreak havoc in Genoa City. Instances of manipulation, deceit, and even threats have been linked to Claire's alternate personality. The Newman family finds themselves in uncharted territory, grappling with the duality of Claire's condition and the potential dangers it poses. Victoria faces an emotional dilemma: how to protect her daughter while safeguarding those around her. The path to healing is fraught with challenges, as integrating fragmented identities requires intensive therapy and unwavering support. The Newman family's resilience will be tested as they navigate this complex situation. As this storyline unfolds, viewers are left on the edge of their seats, questioning the future of Claire's relationships and her place within the Newman dynasty. Will Victoria's love and determination be enough to guide Claire through her internal battle? Can the family withstand the strain of such a profound revelation? The answers remain uncertain, but one thing is clear: The Young and the Restless continues to deliver compelling narratives that captivate its audience. Stay tuned as the drama intensifies and the Newmans confront one of their most challenging trials yet. The exploration of mental health through Claire's journey promises to be a poignant and thought-provoking arc, shedding light on the complexities of identity and the power of familial bonds. The drama in the young and the restless just reached new heights. In a jaw-dropping twist that no one saw coming, Jordan and Ian Ward have pulled off an unimaginable act, kidnapping Connor Newman and whisking him away from Genoa City. What does this mean for the beloved child of Chelsea and Adam? And how will it shake the very foundation of Genoa City? A desperate move. For months, the tension between the Wards and the Newmans has been building, but no one expected it to escalate this far. In a shocking sequence of events, the ruthless Jordan and her sinister father Ian decide to take matters into their own hands. With a carefully calculated plan, they kidnap Connor, leaving Chelsea and Adam in utter devastation and panic. What's their endgame? Fans have been speculating for weeks about Ian's mysterious return to Genoa City, but this move is nothing short of explosive. What could Jordan and Ian want with Connor? Is it revenge against the Newmans, or is there something more sinister at play here? Will they use Connor as a pawn in their twisted game? As this drama unfolds, fans can't help but wonder, what are Jordan and Ian willing to do next to get what they want? And how far will Chelsea and Adam go to save their son? A town on edge. As Genoa City reels from this shocking kidnapping, the question on everyone's mind is, will Connor ever return home? The Wards' actions are sure to ignite a war that will leave no one unscathed. Expect alliances to shift, secrets to be revealed, and long-hidden grudges to come to light as the stakes are raised higher than ever. With the young and the restless known for its shocking twists, this kidnapping is sure to have lasting consequences that will change the course of the story forever. Will the Newmans fight back, or will the Wards get away with their dangerous plan? The drama on the young and the restless is reaching a fever pitch as explosive twists, shocking betrayals, and high-stakes confrontations dominate the storyline this week. From Jordan's tragic downfall to Sharon's powerful return, this week's episodes promise to be some of the most intense yet. Here's a breakdown of all the jaw-dropping moments fans can expect in the latest episodes of The Young and the Restless. Jordan's ultimate betrayal, a trap set by Claire. Jordan, the brilliant strategist who always seemed to be several steps ahead, finds herself caught in a trap of her own making. Betrayed by the one person she trusted most, Claire, Jordan's world comes crashing down as she faces a choice: surrender and face a lifetime behind bars, or make her final move. But there's no escape from the grip of Claire, who has outwitted Jordan at every turn. The battle of wits between the two women reaches a tragic climax as Jordan realizes too late that her trust in Claire has been her biggest mistake. As she faces the consequences, Jordan's health begins to deteriorate, and with no allies left to protect her, the once powerful mastermind finds herself on the brink of collapse. The fate of Jordan's character is hanging in the balance, leaving fans wondering, will she survive, or has her overconfidence led to her tragic end? Nick's desperate search for Sharon, secrets unraveled. As Jordan's health spirals, Nick is relentlessly searching for his missing wife, Sharon. Despite his frustration and mounting desperation, Jordan refuses to reveal Sharon's location. But in a chilling exchange, Jordan mocks Nick, questioning his ability to do what it takes to uncover the truth. Meanwhile, Sharon, unbeknownst to Nick, has already been found, safe but scared from her ordeal. Sharon's reunion with Mariah is nothing short of miraculous, and while the mother-daughter duo is overjoyed to be together again, Sharon knows they must stay hidden for now. The Newman family remains focused on Jordan and her twisted game, unaware that Sharon and Mariah are quietly planning their next moves. But Sharon's survival comes at a cost, and the weight of her secrets threatens to disrupt everything. CLA's dark transformation, revenge or survival? Back in Genoa City, Kyle grows increasingly suspicious of Claire's erratic behavior. Once warm and compassionate, Claire has become cold and calculating, willing to go to any lengths to survive. Her betrayal of Jordan and talk of killing her leave Kyle shaken and confused. Confronting Claire, Kyle demands the truth, but Claire's cryptic responses only deepen the mystery. Is Claire really just seeking survival, or has revenge consumed her? As Kyle digs deeper into Claire's past, he uncovers shocking truths that threaten to tear apart everything he thought he knew about her. Is Claire still the woman he once cared for, or has her thirst for vengeance changed her beyond recognition? Sharon's return. Secrets that will change everything. When Sharon finally returns to Genoa City, her presence sends shockwaves through the Newman family. Everyone is relieved to see her alive, but the joy is tempered by the heavy silence that follows her revelation. Ian Ward has been working alongside Jordan all along. The truth about Ian's sinister influence is exposed, and with Sharon's testimony, the Newman family prepares for battle. As the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, Sharon sets her sights on taking down Ian Ward once and for all. But Ian is not an easy target. He's always been the master manipulator, able to stay one step ahead of the law. Now, as Sharon prepares to testify against him, Ian will stop at nothing to protect himself. The final showdown, Ian's last move. With Sharon's return, Ian knows his reign of terror is coming to an end. Desperate to silence her, Ian confronts Sharon in her own home, his charm masking the menace behind his words. But Sharon is no longer afraid. With Chance by her side, Sharon stands firm, telling Ian that his time is up. The confrontation ends with Ian retreating, but his words suggest that this battle is far from over. As the Newman family rallies together to expose Ian's crimes, the final showdown is fast approaching. With Sharon's strength and determination to see justice served, the stakes have never been higher. Will Ian manage to escape once again, or is this the end of his manipulative reign? The countdown to justice begins. This week on The Young and the Restless, everything is coming to a head. Secrets are exposed, alliances are tested, and characters are forced to confront their darkest truths. The fight for justice is on, and as Sharon prepares to testify against Ian Ward, the final confrontation promises to be one for the ages. Will Sharon get the closure she so desperately needs, or will Ian find a way to outmaneuver her once again? Stay tuned for the shocking twists and high-octane drama that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. With secrets unraveling and betrayals at every turn, The Young and the Restless is delivering the kind of suspense and intrigue that fans crave. Don't miss a moment of the action as the stakes reach their breaking point. The shadowy streets of Genoa City witnessed a dangerous game between Ian Ward and Jordan, both entrenched in a web of deceit and desperation. Ian, driven by Victor Newman's tempting offer of forgiveness and power, sought to capture Jordan, retrieve Sharon, and restore his reputation. Meanwhile, Jordan, wary of Ian's resourcefulness, moved cautiously, relying on her trusted confidant, Claire, to stay hidden. She knew Ian's cunning, but her own paranoia and determination kept her alert. Ian, desperate and dangerous, had everything to gain and even more to lose, with Victor pulling the strings from behind the scenes. Victor Newman's calculated offer propelled Ian's relentless pursuit of Jordan, culminating in a dramatic confrontation at a dilapidated warehouse. Cornered, Jordan fought to escape, but was overpowered by Ian's determination and strength. Bound and defiant, she faced Ian's cold triumph as he declared her capture a final victory. Yet Jordan's disdain and cryptic words hinted at secrets far beyond Ian's grasp. Delivered to Victor, Jordan maintained her fiery resistance, refusing to divulge Sharon's whereabouts. Despite their combined tactics of intimidation and persuasion, Jordan's silence thwarted Ian and Victor's plans, deepening the intrigue. Jordan's confinement within Victor's infamous dungeon reignited her fear and resolve. Haunted by memories of her previous imprisonment, she braced herself against Victor's psychological torment, which targeted her deepest vulnerabilities. Meanwhile, Ian grappled with his own dilemma, torn between loyalty to Victor and the risks of Jordan exposing their shared secrets. Aware of the precarious stakes, Jordan attempted to exploit Ian's uncertainty, suggesting an alliance to escape Victor's grasp and reclaim their power. Ian, recognizing the manipulation in her plea, hesitated but couldn't dismiss the possibility of a mutually beneficial plan. The escalating tension between Ian, Jordan, and Victor set the stage for a battle of loyalty and power. Victor, ever the puppet master, observed the unfolding drama, planting seeds of doubt in Ian's mind. Jordan's resilience, combined with her calculated approach, aimed to tilt the scales in her favor, even as Ian questioned the cost of his allegiance to Victor. As alliances wavered and ambitions clashed, Genoa City braced for a storm of deception and power plays. The ultimate outcome remained uncertain, promising chaos, betrayal, and a riveting showdown that would leave no one unscathed. Fans of The Young and the Restless were left in shock and heartbreak after a gripping scene featuring Victoria Newman, played by Amelia Heinel, unfolded in a recent episode. The intense sequence has sparked speculation about the character's fate, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. A chilling threat. The drama begins in Victoria Newman's dimly lit office at Newman Enterprises. Overwhelmed by exhaustion and the weight of her responsibilities, she receives a cryptic and menacing text. "You've crossed the line, Victoria. Now you'll pay the price." The ominous message sets the tone for a harrowing night. A tense escape. As Victoria leaves her office and enters the eerily quiet parking garage, the tension escalates. A second text arrives. "You can't escape what's coming." Her unease grows, and her fears are realized when a car engine roars to life. Headlights pierce the darkness, and the vehicle speeds toward her. A narrow miss. In a heart-pounding moment, Victoria runs for her life, her heels clicking against the cold concrete. Just as the car is about to hit her, it swerves at the last second, narrowly missing her. Collapsing to the ground, Victoria is left trembling and shaken, her phone buzzing with one final warning: "Next time, you won't be so lucky." Victoria's unbreakable resolve. Despite the terrifying ordeal, Victoria's determination shines through. Wiping away her tears, she whispers defiantly, "If they think they can scare me, they've got another thing coming." Her resolve hardens as she stands, ready to face her enemies head-on. What's next for Victoria? The chilling scene has left fans wondering, who is behind these threats, and how far will they go to destroy Victoria? Could it be one of Aisling Locke's lingering allies, her estranged brother Adam, or a new shadowy adversary? This storyline has captivated audiences, showcasing Amelia Heinel's incredible performance and adding a thrilling layer of suspense to The Young and the Restless. As the mystery unfolds, one thing is clear: Victoria Newman is far from backing down. Genoa City, a cold night. Jordan crouched behind a stack of crates in a dark alley, her heart racing as she tried to hear the conversation ahead. And there he was, Chance Chancellor, the man who had turned her life upside down. He stood under a flickering streetlight, his confident posture and sharp gaze showing the authority he wielded. "Sharon won't escape this time. Her secrets will be exposed," Chance said, his tone heavy with determination. The name Sharon sent a pang of anxiety through Jordan, but she couldn't back down now. She had been protecting Sharon for so long, and now Chance was hunting her down. She had to run to protect the woman she considered family. She suddenly tripped over a loose cobblestone and fell to the ground. For a moment, Chance heard the noise and turned around, his eyes narrowing. He stepped forward and called out, "Who's there?" Jordan bolted, adrenaline taking over as she dashed through the dark streets, her mind racing. How had it come to this? She had been so careful, yet now Chance was on her trail, and she was running for her life. She dashed into an abandoned warehouse, slamming the heavy metal door shut behind her. But before she could catch her breath, the door swung open, and there he was. "End of the line, Jordan," Chance said calmly but with authority. Jordan backed away, her fists clenched. "You don't know what you're doing, Chance. You think you're the hero, but you don't understand what's at stake." "I understand enough," he replied, advancing toward her. "You've been playing a dangerous game, and it ends now." Jordan lunged at him, desperate to escape, but Chance sidestepped her attack, grabbing her arm and twisting it behind her back. With a swift motion, he cuffed her wrists. "Let me go," Jordan screamed, struggling, but it was futile. Chance's strength was too much for her. "You knew this was how it would end," Chance said, his tone devoid of sympathy. "You can't outrun justice." Jordan sat in the corner of the warehouse, her wrists bound and her spirit bruised. Chance paced in front of her. "I should take you in. You've broken enough laws to spend the rest of your life behind bars." "Then do it," Jordan spat, her voice dripping with defiance. "What are you waiting for?" Chance stopped pacing, his expression unreadable. "Because I have a proposition for you." Jordan raised an eyebrow, intrigued despite herself. "A proposition from you? That's rich." "If you give me Sharon," Chance said, his voice cold and deliberate, "I'll let you go. No charges, no prison. You're free to leave Genoa City and start over somewhere else." The room fell silent. Jordan stared at him, her mind racing. The deal was tempting, almost too good to be true. But deep down, she knew it wasn't freedom Chance was offering. It was betrayal. "And if I don't?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Chance's gaze hardened. "Then you'll face the full weight of the law. Your choice." Jordan let out a bitter laugh. "You think I'd betray Sharon to save myself? You don't know me at all." "She doesn't care about you," Chance said, his tone softening. "You're risking everything for someone who wouldn't do the same for you." "Maybe," Jordan admitted, a hint of tears in her eyes. "But I made a promise, and I'm not breaking it. Not for you, not for anyone." Chance tried every tactic to break Jordan's resolve, but she remained steadfast. Her loyalty to Sharon was unshakable, even in the face of her own demise. Finally, Chance sighed, his frustration evident. "You're a fool." "Maybe," Jordan replied, a faint smile playing on her lips. "But I'd rather be a fool than a traitor." Chance shook his head, muttering under his breath. He unlocked the handcuffs, but not out of mercy. "Fine, you win. But understand this, if you stay in Genoa City, you're as good as dead." Jordan stood, her body aching but her spirit unbroken. "I know," she said simply, "but Sharon's life is worth more than mine." As she walked out of the warehouse, Jordan felt a strange sense of peace. She had made her choice, and she would see it through, no matter the cost.